What's up, gang? So I'm a 32MZ. It's got to go in for a little maintenance operation. So I had to pick up a little backup. That's going to help support me flying until I get my guy back. So I picked up a T16IZ. Gonna get this guy set up. So I just kind of want to walk you through some of the tips in getting the radio set up from the beginning. All right. So one thing I did notice was my collective stick tension was really stiff, just kind of out the box, And so I wanted to loosen that up. So went to the back and basically, normally here you have stick tension that's behind this little flap, which is valid, right? But the actual tension to the movement of the stick up and down is this little silver guy that's in here. What you have to do is remove the rubber grip on the left side, right? Remove the rubber grip on the left side. And there's a small screw that's right below that little silver piece there. Basically, that's what's causing the tension up against the stick. If you loosen that screw, you need a 1.5 millimeter. It should do it. But if you just barely move that a bit, it should loosen it up for you. So, for me, and it's pilot preference. I mean, if you like it the way it is, that's great. But me, I like it to be pretty loose. So that's pretty loose for me. Okay. And before it was like really pushing this thing up, really pulling it back down. But now it's loose like I like it. I mean, it's how I got my 32MZ set up. So another tip. Hey, what's up, gang? So because I made some tension changes with my sticks, or any kind of mechanical adjustment you make with your sticks, you probably want to go and recalibrate your sticks. So basically, from the system menu, I'll go back out to the beginning. All right, you go on your system menu here and go to hardware settings and go to calibration. And you can run through the calibration process, which will make sure your sticks are realigned to their proper neutral points, and everything will be all good. But anytime you make any kind of adjustment with your sticks, or you have some kind of weird behavior with your models, just come to the calibration screen. Make sure, again, the points are calibrated properly. If not, go through the process to get them recalibrated. Yep. Okay, so setting up a new model. Holy cow! I think Futaba listened to the community, or me being a new Futaba user. Maybe it's been like that in the past and just not like that in the 32MZ. But when you create a new model in the 32MZ, I mean, you get just this very bare bones setup of a model in which you need to go and set up all of your flight conditions, your gains, your AFR rates, and all of that good stuff. Pitch curve, throttle curves, all of that good stuff. Well, the 16IZ, when you set up a new model, especially from a helicopter perspective, you automatically get like this complete 3D setup, right? So you have your normal mode, you have idle up 1, 2, 3, and hold already set up for you. Each one with kind of a base pitch curve, base throttle curve, of course, from 0 to 100, in which you can make those adjustments. But you get all of that, even some default gain rates in there as well. So I am happy that if this was kind of a painless setup, if you know Futaba, it definitely makes it easier for you to set up, go from one radio to the other. Again, this will be my second Futaba radio that I've owned. Now I've owned the 32 first, and then of course get this 16IZ as a backup for that guy. Setting it up was pretty simple. All right, back from a day of flying at the field. First time with the 16IZ versus my old 32MZ, which is under maintenance repair right now. I must say that it was a decent. Um, it's a decent radio in the hand, right? I mean, it is what it is with the switch spacing up at the top. But I think one of the things I'm going to do here is remove the back switches on both sides and kind of add a 3D printed plug right here, just nice and smooth, flat. So I'll be able to rest my finger up there. I don't use the back buttons for the back switches rather for anything. So I'm just going to remove them. Okay, the radio should be okay with that. One other thing, the weight didn't concern me too much with it being so light because I do use lanyard to hold the radio. So, with it being stretched out on that, it really didn't matter. I did like how quick it was to program. I'm telling you, I'm really loving the software on the 16IZ versus the 32. It's really quick. It just taps through the screens really quick. The battery life on this thing, I haven't even touched the battery plug in the back to charge today at all. So I'm probably sitting at about 7.9 volts right now, and yeah, not bad at all. Not bad at all on the battery, and that's even doing some tweaking on it as well. Which when you go to tweak in the 32MZ, it drains the battery. So not too shabby on the battery life. But I'm gonna make those adjustments. I may even add, just to make it feel a tad bit heavier, like the 32. A couple of lead strips inside. Just kind of tape them, double tape them on the inside, just to add about another few ounces to this thing to make it feel good. So, but other than that, I mean, I'm digging it. I love it. I'm gonna go back out again Monday to fly, and I'll let you guys know then. So here we go, stick surgery. Quick disclaimer. So modifying your radio in any way possible would probably void the warranty under your radio, especially if you do your own custom, modifications to it. So, if you want to make sure your warranty remains intact, you probably want to do the more proper way of sending it to the company itself to see if they can make those modifications for you to keep your warranty intact. So just wanted to throw that out there before you try to make these custom changes on your own. One of the first things I do is kind of remove the back of the transmitter tray off to get to the sticks. You unscrew kind of the screw caps at the top to get to it, and you'll notice that they are mounted to little small circuit boards in which are soldered with the 3 prongs you see there. So basically took my solder equipment, just simply melted the solder, and one by one kind of slowly wiggled its way out until I was able to remove both switches from both sides, which was cool. I was kind of concerned that the software wouldn't operate properly because it'll see some electronics missing, right? But it was able to boot up no problem, and everything looks good. So I also took time to kind of design this little 3D cap to put over the holes, make sure no debris or anything like that gets in there. Printed it, and as you can see, it was a nice perfect fit. I'll probably put some silicone around that as well to kind of make it weatherproof. But yeah, this is what it turned out. It looks really good. It feels good in my hands now. Feels very relaxed now on the stick click, right? On the stick click. But yeah, I mean, I have freer movement now with my fingers resting at the top. So this is my my helicopter setup preference. Feels good now until I get my 32 back. But just wanted to share this experience with you guys. Let you know I'm kind of digging the 16IZ, man. If you don't have one, go get one. I mean, it's a very affordable radio. It gives me all the functionality I get out of my 16IZ. It feels great. Again, I fly F3C, and so flying my bird just today was fantastic. So thank you, Futaba, for this radio system, man. Go get you one, guys.